Welcome back, YouTube, to another video. So the long-awaited time has come. The mods are on the car. Let's get into what we did. But first, you already know. Production. So we got stainless power, high flow catted long tube headers. And I think I have to say, this is the best sounding Mustang I have ever heard. That's a GT. Unbelievable tone. It sounds so good, which you're gonna see in this video with different driving footage and some revs. In quiet mode, it actually stays livable, believe it or not. You can barely really hear it when you're just cruising, which is super, super awesome. And when you're on throttle, it's ridiculous. Super loud, but sounds good. Not too raspy, of course, with headers on a Coyote. It's inevitable, but I've minimized it. So full system is stainless power, high flow catted headers into a Roush H-pipe, into a Borla S-type axle back. So what else did we do to the car? Well, as you guys saw from the montage, I actually really like what Ford did with the performance pack wing. Yeah, I know it's not a dark horse wing, but it still looks good. So I added the liquid vinyl aero Wickerbill. Not sponsored, but I wish I was. Highly recommend this product. It is so sick. You get to customize your hardware, your sticker. As you can see, I went with the blue bolts, of course. Why blue and yellow? Well, to answer your question, it's the exact same blue that's on the beadlock and on the wheel accent. Here's a better look of it. Super sleek, super tasteful, and it adds that aggression to the stock wing in a way that it didn't have before. Looks super nice. And when you're coming up behind the vehicle, it just looks that much more aggressive. Super happy with this. Looks absolutely fantastic. Look at the rear end on that thing. Looks fantastic. How many times am I going to say fantastic? Now we go on the inside, and voila, my custom Alcantara carbon fiber steering wheel with the yellow marker. As you can see, yellow stitch, looks absolutely mint. Got that extra thick because extra thickness is the move. Let's pop the hood to show you the headers. God, I love this car. It looks so good. So, here's the Gen 4 Coyote, and if you take a look down here, looks fantastic. Need to clean this engine bay. Such a good looking engine bay, man. So, I am not tuned yet. I do have a cell light, but that's due to the fact that high flow cats cause that cell light. It's nothing serious. Car actually has picked up a good amount of power. I was pleasantly surprised. When I did Corsa catless headers on my S550, yeah, of course I noticed a difference, but it wasn't something that is immediately grin-inducing, so to say. You feel it a bit in the butt dyno, but it wasn't crazy different. With this, no, you feel it, and the proof is in the pudding. So I have Nitto NT55 R2s. Usually, when I was on stock power, this car always hooked in goat. Now, first gear, you're struggling for traction. Second to third, it almost blows the tires completely loose, and you start going sideways. The difference definitely feels 20 to 30% more, which I think is absolutely worth it. Now, if I had to guess, once I get the tune, I'm hoping this car can make anywhere between 460 to 470 to the tire. That would be fantastic. Definitely, if you're thinking about headers, try them. Especially on a manual Coyote, you really feel the low end torque a lot more than on stock headers. Specifically, in third gear, that's where I really notice it. When you just punch it in third gear, usually in stock, everyone knows the Mustang loves to rev. That's where you get all your torque is up high. You get that surge of torque a lot sooner. Like you can feel it in your seat immediately, and it makes day-to-day driving much more snappy and much more fun. So definitely get headers. Now, $1 million question. Side note, I did put on a Coyote badge from Coyote Badge Shop right there. What is next? That is the $1 million question. So I really do want a cowl hood. I do like the look of this RTR vent, so I feel like the cowl hood will come in time, just not right now. I do want to get a front splitter though. That is priority numero uno. Front splitter, LVA. I do like their side skirts, but I really do like the GT500 style. So maybe we'll see which one we end up with. Then I do want to get the liquid vinyl aero diffuser. I think that'll look really cool and really accent the rear end. And other than that, there's honestly not too much I plan on doing right now. The next step is obviously going to be going ESS with their kit. Waiting to see more videos on that. Maybe some small cosmetic parts, but honestly, look at that car. It looks absolutely beautiful. I know the blue and the yellow is in everyone's taste, but Mustangs are relatively common. Not really where I live. You'll see them, but not too often. But I wanted to make my Mustang a bit more unique. Another thing I really want to do as well, actually, is I do want to paint those brakes. Maybe like a grabber blue. I think that would look pretty tough. Or similar blue to what you see on the wheel. That would look fantastic in my opinion. Really tie everything together. And maybe swap out the red eyes on the car for some orange ones. Who knows? All nitpicky small things. Now let's get into how it sounds.